Gorgeous ones. Hello, 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 hello. I know I said I was going to come to you all live tonight at 7 o'clock Central. It's actually 5 o'clock now. I'm coming because my husband reminded me that we actually have over tonight, and I needed to we would do some things as a family tonight when the sun went down. So I definitely want to. I'm coming a couple hours earlier. So for those of you that set your clock to be with me, please accept my sincere apology. Not necessarily managing my day as I so just let me know you're watching by replay, and of course you all know. So, but I wanted to share something with you all that is hard today, and I have been saying this because this is. But despite what we see that's happening globally, what's going on, truly, 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 truly has never been um, a better time for us to share our gifts and our talents in the world. You know, people, as I said, they are in a lot of fear and are in a lot of concern. And at the same time, these same people that are in fear and concern are actually in prayer about for the things that we offer. And you know, I had one person reach out to me and write to me and said that there people are having struggling with money and all that stuff. And back to that person that said, and yet there are people who are not. And not only that, but we don't have to buy into people's stories, you know, because all it is a story. All it is a protective mechanism, because at the end of the day, if there's something that someone really truly wants to do, they will find a way to do it. So ladies, I don't want you to think or feel for going out and being of service to the world. Um, Now is the time. People are actually praying for what it is that you offer. People are on their knees talking to God about what it is that you do. You know, I'll never forget when I finally got it within me that I was actually being selfish by not sharing. You know, I was over here, you know, enjoying my life. You know, I live in a beautiful space. We built our dream home. My kids are all in college. We're all doing well. My marriage is healed. You know, I'm over here learning how to, how to manifest and how to in ease and in peace and a higher sense, a level of wisdom. Like all great things is going on in my life. And I wasn't sharing. And what I was telling myself I was telling myself, well, you know, people don't want to hear this, you know, or I'm not perfect, or I'm not as good as someone else, so I don't share. And at the end of the day, what I was doing is I was being very selfish. I was reading and having some quiet time, and God was in my heart that I was being selfish. Like I wasn't sharing. I wasn't sharing all the things that was happening in my life at that time. And so I'm committed to sharing now, because I do not want to be what I consider to be spiritually constipated, right? Like have all this great stuff going on, but then not being able to express it and give it to the world. So I want to encourage you all today that even though it looks like, you know, it looks like it may be wrong to talk with people about what it is that you do, you're here to serve. We're here to help facilitate. We're here to help to transform lives. It's time for us to be okay with that. It's time for us to be okay with helping people, and exchange for that, the financial things that we need so that we could live our lives like we need. Making it wrong, folks, for us to be able to financially. And I will say that again. We need to stop making it wrong to prosper financially, because we've got this idea there's only one kind of way to earn money, and that's, you know, going on a traditional job. But there's nothing traditional about us. See, that's common. There's absolutely nothing traditional about us if we were truly to be authentic with ourselves. Um, the ladies in this group, what makes us so unique, hey Vanessa, hey Beth, what makes us incredibly unique and beautiful is that we are called to facilitate healing. We are called to facilitate transformation. We are all to facilitate the expansion of humanity. People just growing. People coming up stuff and stepping into their greatness. That's our job. That's our assignment. You know, I actually stand for the economical upliftment and emotional well-being of spiritual women. That is what I stand for. I'm committed to helping us elevate our thinking and elevate our experience here in the world, because I know that once we do that, we will give other people permission to do the same thing. You know, so that is my assignment. And so I just want to encourage you all that now is the time for us to really step into who we are. Now, I have been going through, hey, Vanessa from Ocala. Hey, girl, you on lockdown over there, huh? so, um, I have to tell you that I have been going through doing some own inner healing these last couple of weeks, really, particularly the last week, you know, very intentionally and very intensely. I wasn't sharing, right, what's going on. Again, the old paradigm, right? I have to actively work through my stuff too. My old paradigm, let me not share because it's not important. I'll wait, everything is perfect, and then I'll share. And of course, you know, I had to learn there's no such thing as perfection, but my conditioning was that in order for me to speak up or share, things just had to be just right, you know? And so I learned, thank you for the hearts, honey. I have learned it doesn't exist. But when I got the message that I was being, I was being selfish, that really hit hard because that is not my heart at all. And I decided I was going to share. And so I shared with you all, and you raised your hands and said that you would like a healing class. So I'm going to have a healing class, and I'm going to actually share what it is that I have been doing to help me experience a whole of benefits. And I'll just name some, because here's I'm going to name those, but here's why I want to name them. I want to name them because it wasn't until I healed internally, and I still continue to heal, but it wasn't until internally did my ex situation change. So I'll say this again. It wasn't until I healed internally um, that my external situation started to shift. And so for me, I went from being this woman that was always grinding, was always worried, was always of anxiousness and anxiety, to a person who is very much supported, very much not worried. And I have to stop right there and say that probably is the biggest gift that I got that I want to share with you all is I do not worry. Like I don't get the emotion of worry anymore. And I literally lived, I would say, 30 plus years in a state of worry. And so is anything I can give to people, share with people, translate to people, is worry is draining emotion. And if you can get to a place where you're not worried anymore, you on the other side of that is so many. This work that I did helped me to see that I didn't have to worry. So I want to share that information, share that process with you all in my healing class. But so the reason why I'm sharing benefits is because my life has changed drastically. Like I was the one that was trying to, you know, do everything and working so hard myself out. And I for one, now I take naps. I never take a nap before. I take naps. I call family and friends. I check in with people. You know, I take time to go find nice things from home. It's like I'm doing things now that I've always wanted to do, but for some reason, this is before doing the healing work, for some reason I could do these things because I made them wrong, or it just the right time. Like there were all these excuses, and life was passing me by. So if life is passing me by, but yet I'm trying to coach people, please understand I wasn't nearly as effective as a coach then than I am today because I hadn't done that. And I am seeing people, and I'm not trying to be accusatory, but this is me being very observant. I am seeing people in the coaching space that want a whole space, but they haven't necessarily gone through the work themselves to be able to relate to where the person is actually at. So, you know, they get to be on their journey. What I'm here to share with you all is I have discovered that in order to be truly effective as a light worker, as a coach, as a transformational specialist, as an empowerment leader, that you must go through the process of letting go of old conditioning, letting go of your old way of thinking, and letting go of judgment, like all stuff that we have from our upbringing, from generations before us, that's imprinted in our DNA. We gotta heal from that stuff. And most of this stuff is running on subconscious. We're on autopilot. And so when I stumbled upon healing work, now I'm going to get to the benefits. When I stumbled upon this, I didn't know what I was stepping into. I just knew that my desire was to be more effective as a coach, to really heal in my life, and also I just to be with God. Like I just wanted to hear from God. I just wanted to know Him more. I just wanted to be led. I would be guided. Like I didn't want to have to look outside of myself for my own foundation, right? Like I want to have to go to someone and say, hey, it's okay for me to do. And that was a habit that I had developed because I didn't have the inner guidance like I do today. And so some of the benefits that I got was, a greater awareness of who I am. I got healing from generational things, from the effects of slavery in my body. I'm not okay with expressing myself, not really caring about what someone's going to say or have any judgment or whatever. I stand up now and lead with total confidence, knowing that I'm guided. And my business doesn't have to look like someone else's business. My business gets to be the business that I create with God. And I'm okay with that. It's like I'm in such a beautiful place now. And I have to sincerely say it was because I've taken the time to learn how to heal, learn how to receive, learn how to um, be at ease and be at peace. And so there's a process that I go through that I want to share in my class. And I wasn't even intending to share that at this point. I really was just focusing on helping you ladies get more aligned in your businesses because this is what you all are requesting of me. And I absolutely want to do that and intend to support you all in that way in my coaching. But here's what I've learned. I find that moving forward in a coaching business as a leader is a step process, okay? It's the first step, you've got to heal. You must heal first. And the second step is then you step into the coaching. Without the healing, it's like you're like all the other people that seen in the coaching space as I've been coming along. You just get out there and you want to coach and you want to help people, but you can only help people to the level that you are at. So if you really impact people, not just volume, lots of people, but in a deeper, greater way, then you've got to get closer to who you really are, into your truth at a higher level in order to be able to hold the space for the people that you're coaching, people that God has put in your care. I take what I'm doing today, extremely seriously. Like I've dedicated my life. It's like I am set apart to do this work. I am a disciplined person. I'm focused on becoming better. Physically. I control like what I eat. Like I really look at those things. And so I'm looking for people who are coaching me to have that same level of discipline. I'm not looking for someone who's kind of lascivious and kind of out of crazy and whatever. Look, those people get to be those people. All thing is, if you want to call in a high caliber person, then you've got to be yourself. This is what I have learned to be. And so the reality is, we are all called for a high assignment. This group. This is why I'm creating this space. This is why it's sacred. It's because we are all called to truly operate at a very powerfully effective place. And to do that does take this healing. It does take doing the soul work in order for you to ascend, in order for you to grow, in order for you to truly take on the mantle of who God has called you to be. It takes that. And so I am creating this healing space for on Friday. And I'm doing this because I want to share with you all from my heart what it is that I go through, my process, system, to help myself to get grounded when, especially when I feel like I'm kind of anxiety or kind of out there, if you will. I never want to get to a place where I'm worried, and overly concerned. So when I start to feel that way, I ground myself in these practices. I want to share that with you. Now, once I'm with that, then I'm going to move on, focusing on helping, with the business and coaching in that space. But truly, this is something that was given to me to do this week, and I'm going to honor it. So, now the shaman's not going to come and save us. We don't have to look outside of ourselves for our solutions. It's already in us, and we have to learn to accept that and tap into that and step into that. So this course is an introductory to the work that I do on myself and also with the people I'm coaching in my coaching, in order for people to move forward. So I want to invite you all to join me. I'm going to ask you to emoji me if you'd like the details. I'll be transparent with you. We've got the sales form finished, but we don't have the actual page with the description finished. Justin is helping me with that. So once that is done, those of you that tell me that you are interested in the course, we will be doing it on Friday to you. Okay? Now, as I promised you, it is not high ticket, although my coaching is typically high ticket, but this I want to get out to all of you, and we're going to do this live, and it's going to be, and you're also going to have access to it so that you can access it whenever you need to, because my process is whenever I need to get grounded, this is what I do. The other thing I want to share with you, and Vanessa, you asked me this specifically, so I want to make sure this. When we talked, I mentioned to you my body released fibroids. Do you remember we talked about that? Well, the work that I'm doing in this training is the very same work that I did to have my body release fibroids naturally. So no surgery, no doctor, no pills. They just passed out of my body in a very painless, beautiful way. So this is the same thing. This is serious work. It's intense work, and this is the work that I have done. This is what I do. This is part of my giftings that I want to share with you all. So I want to invite you, if you all are interested and want the details, as soon as I get the page up, my husband's finished. We endeavor tonight. I will make sure that I get that over to you. Emoji me in this feed if you are interested. I'm looking to get at least 10 of you in the class so we can have a sisterhood, a collective going. This is serious work. I'm so committed to you all. Understand, now is the time for God workers to go out into the world and make a difference. It is not time for us to play small. It's not time for us to sit back. People are on their knees. They're praying. the healing in their bodies. They're praying for more money. They're praying for a way to start their businesses, or they're in prayer, you know. And this season, this is the time. There's someone actually out there praying for it is that you do. It is time for you to do that, and do that from a place of confidence, knowing that you are supported. All right, ladies? And the other thing is too, you've got to embody the thing that you stand for. So this is an opportunity for all of us to heal, become the person that God's called us to become. So in the class, it's going to be this Friday, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's going to be a couple of hours, a time of sisterhood, collective sisterhood, for us to really learn how to facilitate healing in our bodies. And I'm excited to share that. So again, emoji me, drop an image right here in the feed. Let me know you're interested. I will send you all the details once it becomes available. All right, ladies, I love you all, and God bless you. Have a great night. Take care.